FCT Minister pledges to ensure completion of abandoned Vice President residence.
Good afternoon. This is the 1 p.m. news on 98 Channel 5 Abuja, the Unity station. First, we begin from the presidency in faraway Germany. The economic partnership between Nigeria and Germany witnessed further expansion and strength as two important agreements were signed between both countries' businesses. The report.
At the 10th German-Nigerian Business Forum, President Bola Tinubu said that with a resilient democracy, Nigeria is well primed to attract foreign direct investment on the supply of gas from Nigeria to Germany and another for $500 million worth of renewable energy projects in Nigeria, assured German businesses that with Nigeria's stable political landscape, foreign investment into the country are secured. Outlining some of the achievements of his administration, which include his globally acclaimed economic reforms, the president emphasized his commitment to sustaining the reforms and building stronger Nigerian-German relations. The signing of MOUs was between Riverside LNG of Nigeria and Johannes Coles Energy Import AG of Germany on the gas export partnership, while the other signed pact brought together Union Bank of Nigeria and DWS Group on cooperation in renewable energy. Abdullah Hajia, NTA News.
Capital Territory Nyesom Wike has pledged to make funds available for the timely completion of the hitherto abandoned official residence of the Vice President before May 29, 2024. The minister made this known during an inspection tour of the project in Abuja. Onuzi Yakubu brings us details.
Accompanied by some top officials of the administration, the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike commenced the construction firm handling the rehabilitation of the official residence of the Vice President for its commitment to completing the project on schedule before being mobilized. He pledges to make funds available before December to fast-track the completion of the project.
We believe that before May 29th, this road would have been handed over to us. As we agreed, the funding pattern is very good. I can assure you, even before what we agreed, that more funds will be released to you in the next few weeks. So that we're believing that we will not take them monthly thing. The way it's going now, we will finish paying you for that period. So try to expedite and make sure that you can do it before what we're agreed on.
The minister and his team later inspected the ongoing works on B6 and 12, as well as the Southern Parkway routes within the city center, where he made a similar pledge of providing funds. He notes that the renewed hope agenda of the president is already playing out at the different construction sites visited. In another development, FCT Minister Nyesom Wike has inaugurated the task force on the implementation of land swap program of the previous administration. This is coming against the backdrop of setback since the program was launched in 2012.
We've had a lot of complaints. I want to know details of the land swap. And then on the sale of federal government houses, so many complaints. There are some houses that are built and abandoned. What is the position? Let us get the two documentations of the house that are sold and let them show receipt of payment. Not necessarily telling us that these federal government houses have been sold. Which ones have not been sold? Which are the federal government houses that were being built have not been completed, have been abandoned, that are under the Federal Capital Territory through the FCD.
The task force headed by the Senior Special Assistant to the Minister on Lands, Urban and Regional Planning, Michael Chinda, now has 2 months to submit its report. Onoze Yakubu, NT News.
Now, accurate data and use of technological devices in climate change mitigation have been identified as parts of the solutions required to tame the great threats of climate change globally. This global concern is the focus of the second annual general meeting and conference of the FCT branch of the Nigerian Institution of Surveyors in Abuja, where experts call for increased awareness on climate change. The report.
It was the second in the series of the annual stock-taking of the Nigerian Institution of Surveyors. The annual general meeting, a think tank for decision-making as a leading professional body in the built environment. Top on the agenda for the two-day program were developmental and progressive issues for deliberation and review among delegates.
All professionals should be interested in matters of climate change. Everywhere we look, we are observing the repercussions of the climate change. All of these activities are either on land, with land, or for land.
On this climate change, all of us are involved. We are part of the problems. And that is why we have come together to discuss it as professionals. This is one of the topics we must always discuss because it affects all of us, and come up with our own suggestion in a little way so that we pass it for policy implementation.
In a thought-provoking lecture which centered around the effect of climate change on the environment, prevention and mitigation of disaster using geospatial tools, DG, Nigeria Hydrological Services Agency, Clementense, gives far-reaching recommendations to policymakers and citizens in addition to expectations.
Our data has to be quite adequate, comprehensive, as against spending much money on things we should have solved if we have adequate data. So we should encourage data acquisition for whatever planning we are doing in Nigeria.
We should all be on the same pedestal. Gather the data, use the data, and share the data for the benefit of Nigeria, for Nigerians.
With so much achieved so far by the branch, individuals whose giant contributions make the branch a shining example were recognized. Another important highlight before the delegates is the change of baton of the leadership, which has been duly elected to serve a 2-year term, while a new dress code for the branch was unveiled.
Apart from improving technical know-how to create quality contents that are impactful to humanity, the Nigerian Television Authority is also ready to leverage relevant platforms to improve management skills of staff. Director General of the NTA, Salu Abdul Hamid Dembos, posited the importance when management of the Nigerian Institute of Management came calling for partnership with Africa's largest television. Joseph Osen reports.
Like minds in the field of management interface, the Nigerian Institute of Management, a professional body for development of skills and upholding management standards, is seeking partnership with NTA in its bid to engage captains of industries to brainstorm on management efficiency.